Abuja.
Now.
It's the bomb, yo. Wake up and don't sleep on a bicycle.
Next.
This is Eagles Morning Rise, where you get inspired, updated, talk sports, and discuss topical national issues. All served hot like coffee.
Yummy.
This is gonna be the best day of my life.
Eagles Morning Rise with
Nacho Prince.
6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Every weekday on your number one radio experience.
You can count on
Eagles 102.3 FM.
Good morning. Thank you for staying with us on your radio experience. You can count on. We appreciate you joining in this morning as we review the headlines and the dailies. This is what we do every weekday at this time. It is called The Pages. On The Pages, we flip through the pages of the dailies and get to talk about the headlines that interest us. I'll be reeling out the headlines to everyone, to everyone that tickles your interest. States of the Federation during last Saturday's governorship and Houses of Assembly elections. Tinubu also called for the reconciliation and healing with the elections over. But in a swift reaction yesterday, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, dismissed Tinubu's call for healing after a violent election as the height of hypocrisy. Tinubu, in a statement he personally signed yesterday, expressed sadness about the reported infractions during the elections and its aftermath in some states. President-elect said in the statement titled, "Elections are over, healing process must begin," noted that election was pivotal to the growth and sustenance of democracy and democratic governance at the state level. He added that the consolidating democratic governance at the subnational level would bring more development and improved quality of life to the masses. And that's there. We'll leave that now and move on to more headlines. Mongunu, why NSA's functions are expanded. Senate kicks as Buhari rejects bill seeking legislative powers to summon president and governors. Senate kicks as Buhari rejects bill seeking legislative powers to summon president and governors. Oh no, they would never be happy about that, and the president wouldn't accept that. Would he want to be summoned? Well, is he above the law? Should we just abrogate the immunity clause in the Constitution so everybody is equal to the law, whether serving or not? Should we go ahead with that or not? So the Senate yesterday lamented President Muhammadu Buhari's refusal to sign the Constitution Amendment bills, especially the one which seeks to empower lawmakers to summon the president and governors. The president of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, while presiding over the plenary, said the rejected legislation was one of the 18 constitutional alteration bill forwarded to Buhari by the National Assembly for assent. Buhari had on Friday last week assented to 16 out of the 35 constitutional alteration bills transmitted to him for assent by the National Assembly. More headlines from the paper, this day newspaper that is. Emefiele apologizes for deluge of online transactions failure. Emefiele apologizes for deluge of online transactions failure. Finally, federal government exempts digital economy sector from 5% excise duty. Finally, federal government exempts digital economy sector from 5% excise duty. Gotta read this. Let's find out what is, if it's what we've been discussing or agitating for. The federal government has finally excluded the digital economy sector from the contentious 5% excise duty proposed earlier in the 2022 Finance Act. The federal government had earlier suspended the proposal pending the outcome of the recommendation of a presidential review committee on the 5% excise duty on telecom equipment proposed by the federal government, by the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Issa Fantami, disclosed this yesterday after receiving the report submitted by the Presidential Review Committee on Excise Duty in the digital economy sector. Moving away from that, IPAC urges INEC to declare winner of Enugu governorship election. IPAC urges INEC to declare winner of Enugu governorship election. Let's move on from there. We all know what's happened in Enugu State as well as Abia State. Well, I'll leave this day newspaper now. Let's pick up the Punch quickly and see what the Punch is reporting. Protests rock Ogun, Abia, Nasarawa over poll results. Protests rock Ogun, Abia, Nasarawa over poll results. Now, Assembly poll, Oyo tribunals received 34 petitions. Atiku Obi, 2 others, ask tribunal to nullify Tinubu's victory. Ogun ex-permanent secretary, wife found dead in Lagos home. Ogun ex-permanent secretary, wife found dead in Lagos home. What could have happened? Listen to this one. Grandma burns son and daughter-in-law as well as grandchild to death in Ogun. Really unfortunate and sad. What could have happened? Is she all right? Grandma burns son, daughter-in-law, grandchild to death in Ogun. INEC denies falsifying Abia election results. INEC denies falsifying Abia election results. Nasarawa governorship poll inconclusive, PDP women group claims. Nasarawa Gobo poll inconclusive, PDP women group claims. Foundation urges women to embrace menstrual hygiene. That's also there in the Punch newspaper. Do we have more headlines from here? Airport hotel assures customers of safety. Convicted drug traffickers forfeit boss. And 3 million naira bribe to federal government. Residents lament as IBEDC plunges Ogun communities into 3-week blackout. Still there, 4 Oyo students gang rape 16-year-old mentally as fire guts Onisha market. Gunmen kill Bayelsa fisherman, injure farmer. Kidnappers abduct Ogun teenager, demand 10 million naira ransom. All right, those are headlines from the Punch newspaper. Let's bring you in. Join the conversation now. Let's get talking. 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. You want to send SMS and WhatsApp messages? Make that 2090-9705-4450. All right, bring in callers now. Our first caller is here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Prince.
Good morning, Moses. Glad you're here. I'm glad
you're nice.
Well, we're grateful. Thank you for joining
Okay, we thank God for your divine help upon your life.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Yeah, the issue of electoral violence has gone to international news. This is what we are saying. Until we come to a point where these people who are the culprits, they sponsor us, because these people don't just come out to distract people not to vote. When you see them with weapons, who provide these weapons for them? They even give some of them vehicles. Who are their sponsors? Time to come that sanitization of this electoral violence should take place now, because it has gone well. Look at what the Americans are saying this morning. I had the news this morning from America that Nigerian government will find a way to persecute all the electoral violence, people who are involved. The need of this is that it will help further occurrences, because sometimes you discover that some of the leaders are their sponsors. If anyone is caught like that, in any position he or she is, then they should bring him and relinquish that position away from his hands, because it will allow other people to learn. and be careful on coming out to terrorize people. How will somebody come out to come and vote, and you bring out guns and you say never would they vote? Some will even terrorize others by saying that if you don't vote for this party, you leave this very polling unit. And there are some securities who are watching under their watch. So until we begin to fish out such people, that they should face the law and to carry out instant judgment for other people to learn.
Okay,
this
Moses.
issue will not stop. Then finally, I want to compliment the governors who allowed the opposition to take over their state. You know, it's a good kudos to them. They didn't drag that the opposition party came to take over from them. And I want to appreciate such governors. And those governors who are standing that the opposition of that party is meant as if a further position.
Okay.
Well, God will work upon their life. Thank you,
Moses.
and I wish you divine help.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you, and thank you for that one as well. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Jerry calling.
Jerry, good to have you join us. How are you today?
Good morning, yes, sir. I want to comment on this, all these hoodlums that go to attack a polling unit. I truly believe that these guys know everything about these guys. Because somebody will not wake up from his house without shishi in his pocket and just go and attack something. They have paid them. I know they have paid them. If they don't pay them, you will not risk your life to go and involve himself in national ballot board. You understand? But all I know is that God is still in this country. No matter the manipulation and the calamity they want to cause in this country, God is still here. I was thinking that we will get it right this time around, but we'll get it wrong. But God will still help us. We still strongly believe that God will help us in this country. Mahmoud, no problem. He should do the installation, but God will do his own this thing, elect.
Moses.
Continue installation. Mahmoud should continue installation. The INEC president should have the INEC chairman to continue installation.
Moses, the elections held in several states, the chairman of the INEC did not select anybody. And, well, whatever it is that you perceive, maybe you want to take it to the appropriate quarters. Not here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, KGB. Good to have you.
Yeah, my name is KGB. Yes, sorry, not to argue with you, but the guy that spoke last said what he said is right thing. It's selection. We did not election.
You
But
guys
all
don't do that here.
God, all, my brother, God will demonstrate to Nigeria He is alive. God will definitely demonstrate to Nigeria one day, sooner than later. Then, you can look at this thing, grandmother's behavior. A daughter-in-law, son-in-law, whatever, or the one we read, and the children burn them alive on this surface of earth. You can see there is no type of how do I put it? There is no type of evil that don't take place in this country. How can that happen? That is exactly what on this Duma's burning of the children and the law, whatever. This is exactly what this INEC did, and they are doing it. They don't fear. They are doing it as no God. So Sodom and Gomorrah instance is going to be a child play as far as Nigeria own is going to be. You see, you can't get away with bad things. You can't get away. You can only really.
KGB, you seem to have baptized me and given me a different name, but it's okay. I'll have to let you go now. My name is Ihana Cho, Create Prince, okay? Thank you very much, KGB. Thank you.
You just keep up. It's too much. You go on, don't even know how to start it and where to place it.
Don't worry, things will
God
get better.
will definitely do really teach Nigeria a lesson, a bitter lesson. That Sodom and Gomorrah.
Which other bitter lesson? Which other bitter lesson again, KGB? Have Nigerians not suffered enough? KGB. Have Nigerians not suffered enough?
No, not that type of, not this type of suffering.
Right.
What are we suffering? Not this type of suffering now. You can see what is happening.
Let's let you go, KGB. Thank you very much. You've exceeded the time. Thank you. Have a pleasant day. All right, 7:21 is the time. Keep your calls coming in. We're still looking at headlines and talking about them here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, GB.
Good morning.
Welcome.
The president-elect says that people should avoid shun violence, and that is the right thing. We should not be bad users. Anyone that feels that he was robbed of his victory should go to court. By going violent, burning houses, disturbing things, we will not reverse it by our law. It's not INEC. Once INEC and I result, the law says only court can reverse it. So, and the president-elect has said it. But I'm wondering why the article is saying you're posting it. Article should push that. He is in court. Why is he saying that such a thing should not be said? Let me tell you something. Violence will not pay anybody. It will cause public violence and disturbance and cause more hardship to people by people destruction a property of government and the rest of it. They will use the same money that should be to have used to other things to come and repair it. It should not be. I should not be bad users. Because a candidate loses election, you now say everything should be thrown away. INEC, this and this, and no. Look at what happened in Zamfara. It showed that there's credibility in this election. Nobody could imagine PDP winning Zamfara. Since democracy, from APP to ANPP to the time PDP had not won it before. The one they gave them life was a court that pronounced it because of disagreement between APC. But it happened this time around. Even the bookmaker could not imagine it could happen. This relatively with our one Senate seat in FCT have been contesting since 2023. Other different parties, AD, this and that. It could not win it on this time around. So all those things show to me that there's credibility in this election. The candidate should not win, should not say INEC have wasted money, disappointed. No need. If you have anything, go to court and present your evidences in court. And if the court listen to me, they can reverse the election. They have the power to. They have done it before in many cases, and it can be done. The people, election violence, I don't support it. And the government should enact this law, this electoral offences law. We should look into it. We say that people who are violent, who are committed, we brought a book.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Thank you, GB. Appreciate you calling. More calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my friends. How are you today?
I'm good, Mayowa. Glad you're here.
Thank you. How's the family?
Great.
From the petition submitted by Obi yesterday, it was obvious that they don't have anything there's nothing to challenge. I read the 4-count submission they made. It was just watery, baseless. I was thinking they would come with the computation of how they became, how Obi was elected with the figure. But they were just beating about the bush, talking about things that are not relevant. At the end of the day, when the tribunal threw the entire petition away, they will say judiciary is biased. How can you come with all the noise and propaganda and you have nothing to submit before the tribunal?
Mayowa, I don't think you're the one to determine what the court would accept and what the court would not accept.
I'm just analyzing what I saw. It is left for the judiciary to look at it and take decision. But as an interested party, I was expecting that they will come with the figure and say state by state, this is our figure. This is what it is. This is the total number of vote cards. Is
that something that you put in the petition? I think that's...
Yes, no. You have to put it in petition because you have to justify. Because if you are saying that they rigged election they rigged in Abia, they rigged in Lagos, you must give the proof before the judge that this is the total number of votes you score in each state of the federation, and this is the total number of votes each candidate that participated score. On that note, you are the winner. These are the things you do that you genuinely bring a fact before the court. That's just by the way. Americans have said that they should leave INEC alone. INEC has done a good job. Anybody that tries to intimidate INEC, they will sanction them with a visa. They will make sure they punish them because this Mahmoud did not participate in the election. He's just an umpire, and it's not the rec in all the states. Nigeria voted. just like the last caller said, you saw election in Zamfara. Nobody will ever imagine that PDP will defeat APC in Zamfara and in other states of the federation. If you lose, please accept your defeat. And if you know that you have a case, put your case together in a professional way and approach the tribunal. The tribunal and the court has been doing justice to electoral cases in the past, and this will not be an exception. If you have facts, bring it before the court, and the court is going to look at your case. That's my take. Thank you. Have a blessed day ahead.
All right, thank you again. Have a blessed day yourself. Okay, moving more. Okay, we'll take one more, and then we get on. Okay, two more. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Hanacho. First time caller.
Whoa, what's your name?
My name is IK. I'm calling from Area 3.
Hey, IK, thank you so much for joining the family. This is to celebrate you. We're grateful that you
Thank you, Hanacho. I've been following your program. I've been trying to call, but finally I got it today.
Thank God.
Okay, quickly, Hanacho. I want to just react with respect to the Abia and the Enugu polls. And I just want to ask a simple question. Does INEC has the power to halt collection of results?
Well, I think they do. They do have that power. When they see that things are not going as supposed, they could halt collation and and maybe resume later.
Okay. For only governorship or for all the elections?
Well, I think every election, people were calling on INEC during the presidential election to halt collation and, and maybe resume on later dates. But
and they don't have the power to halt the presidential election.
INEC,
they have the power to halt
INEC has the right to decide
election.
what they want to do with the elections.
This is Nigeria. Nigeria is for all of us. At least we are seeing what is playing. But please, they shouldn't cause problem in the state. That's just my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, IK. This issue has brought up a lot of things. How INEC has just gone in to suspend elections in about 3 states. Adamawa has been declared inconclusive, but in Abia and Enugu, for instance, in Abia State has about 17 local governments. 16 local governments have been declared. It's just one local government, the Obingwa local government area, that is yet to be declared. Out of the 16 that have been declared, 10 states have gone to one party. 10 local governments have gone to one party. Another 5 local governments have gone to a different party, while one other local government went to an entirely different party. So 16 out of the 16, one party has 10, another party has 10, 5, and then another party has 1. So it's just one that's left, right? That one that's left, would it actually decide the outcome of the election? Would it actually change what is already been done? We don't know. Is it a swing local government? Would it swing the elections totally? We don't know. But then that's what's happened in Abia State. In Rivers State, where there was drama and everything at the collation center, where people outrightly rejected everything, rejected the outcome, collation still went on and declaration was made. But so INEC has the right to decide what they want to do. They are the election management body, and when they sense that something isn't going well the way that they want it, they can actually suspend and get ahead to maybe resume on a later date. The conversation continues. Keep it with us. We'll be talking more right here.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
There you are, riding in silence, both deep in thought. I bet you the driver think this ride shouldn't cost more, and you the passenger are sure you're overpaying. Never mind, let's just stay quiet. Or you can both download InDrive and agree on a fair price beforehand. InDrive. People driven. The InDrive online passenger transportation aggregator is not a taxi service. For more information, visit indrive.com.
Join the Eagles 102.3 FM Secondary School Squeezed Show and be the academic champions. Enroll your school with 2 students participating in mathematics, English, and general knowledge. Registration is 20,000 naira only. And what's more, your school gets massive promotion as long as they remain in the competition. Entry closes on the 18th of March 2023. For payment details and inquiries, please call 090-9719-8377. Eagles 102.3 FM Squeezed Show. Building future champions today.
From Milky Way to Earth, everywhere there's internet, you can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Let's get you back into the headlines or to the papers. Let's get your thoughts and responses to the interesting headlines that we've seen from across the dailies, from the Punch newspaper as well as This Day newspaper. Guardian is here, getting set to look at headlines from the Guardian newspaper. But before then, let's bring in this caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah. Hello, please.
Good morning. Dominion, is that you?
Yeah, good morning. God bless you.
Welcome.
Now, Prince, according to one of your headlines, the president-elect, Alhaji Ahmed Tinubu, he said this time for reconciliation, and he condemned the what do you call it now?
Electoral violence and
the electoral violence. I was making a point yesterday. You stopped me, and now the newspaper I've carried his name. I think I am entitled to comment on it. Now, this is a Nigeria president-elect. What went on in Lagos, in particular, where he heads were? Before the election, his boy, Momale or Loma, I don't speak Yoruba. I don't know how to pronounce that name.
Oluomo.
That man came out and threatened other tribes in Lagos, except the Yorubas. Alhaji Ashwadi Ahmed Tinubu's version of the Yorubas, not all Yorubas. And you know what that version stands for. He did not call his boy to order, a president-elect who will rule all Nigerians. He did not. He allowed them to carry out their nefarious offense, killing, snatching boxes, in the presence of security men. The commissioner of police in Lagos State, that man is not supposed to be dismissed by now. And the Tinubu did not make a statement. He did not condemn it. He did not condemn it, even from had an issue when this was planning, and he kept quiet. Now, after naming and killing and doing everything humanly possible to win his Lagos. Now, after that mayhem, he kept out yesterday, made a statement. He addressed his voice and asked them, tell them, well done job. And he spoke in Yoruba, I told you. And everybody had what he said. He commended them. Now today,
I don't know that I've seen that video what video you're talking about, but if it's the video that was making the rounds before the elections, I know that video is a pretty old video. It was from 2019.
Thank you. So
that video was from 2019. It's not a new video. Fact check.
Hello, please.
Yes. I said if it was the video that was making the rounds earlier about where Ashwaji was talking about those who who failed and those who did well, during the elections.
I don't
That's an
understand
old
Yoruba,
video.
but people
That's
who,
a
who
very
are-
that's
who-
it. That's an old video from 2019. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, even if it is old video, what did he say there? What did he say there? So you see, this is what we are saying. If you are a president of the whole Nigeria, and you don't want to condemn evil because it's happening within your domain, are you a president of Lagos? Is it Lagos that you want to govern or you want to preside over? So it's terrible. It's terrible, my brother.
All right, Dominion.
It's terrible.
Dominion, thank you very
terrible.
much. Thank you for calling. All right. And let's get in more thoughts, more headlines rather, from the Guardian newspaper now. Operating license, not a right. Emefiele warns banks and chiefs. Still there. Obi orders challenge Tinubu's victory, file petitions. Mamu arraigned on 10 counts terrorism charge, remanded in DSS custody. Mamu arraigned on 10 counts terrorism charge, remanded in DSS custody. Let's read that story. It says the federal government yesterday at the Federal High Court in Abuja arraigned Kaduna-based Islamic scholar Tukur Mohammed Mamu on a 10-count charge bordering on terrorism. Mamu, who has been in the custody of the Department of State Services DSS since last year, was docked before Justice Ian Edam Eko for offenses relating to violent attack on Abuja-Kaduna train in which several persons were abducted. The alleged offenses consist of receipt of ransoms from families of victims of the attack, dealing in terrorist funds, obstructing activities of the Chief of Defense Staff Committee on to negotiate those who kept hostage victims of the raid, and exchanging voice notes with Boko Haram spokesperson, among others. In the charge, the federal government accused Mamu of aiding and abetting Boko Haram terrorism attacks against innocent Nigerians. Among others, he was accused of collecting sums of money in various currencies on behalf of the terrorists from affected families. Specifically, Mamu was said to have collected $420,000 from the families and another 21 million naira from another set of families. Similarly, Mamu was accused of concealing the terrorism funds in his Kaduna residence in violation of provisions of Terrorism Prevention Prohibition Act. However, the accused denied all charges when read to him in the open court. I leave that one. Buhari exempts digital economy sector from 5% excise duty payment. 2023 polls. Observer Group wants INEC unbundled. Observer Group wants INEC unbundled. Moving on. President rejects 19 constitution alterations. Nigerians in UK raise funds to tackle out-of-school crisis. Electoral fraud discouraging women from politics, forum laments. Electoral fraud discouraging women from politics, forum laments. Justify your victory with sustainable development, IPAC tells Makinde. Justify your victory with sustainable development, IPAC tells Makinde. Lagos LP 6 international communities intervention on governorship and assembly polls. The idea that one international community really cares about you is very, very, what's the word now? Ludicrous. Security operatives. PDP protesters clash over election results in Ogun. Security operatives and PDP protesters clash over election results in Ogun. Surveyors move against survey plan forgery and impersonation as well as quackery. Surveyors move against survey plan forgery, impersonation and quackery. Let's bring in callers now. Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that one. Try to call back on 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Prince.
Welcome.
God bless you, sir.
God bless you. What's your name, please?
Comrade Ulobasi on the line, please.
Comrade Bassi, good to hear you this morning.
God bless you, my brother.
God bless you,
I
welcome.
believe everything are moving well.
Well, everything is good. I'm grateful you're here this morning.
It's your day.
Go ahead.
Oh, please, I want to comment on the fact that the president-elect, Bola Tinubu, called for healings. I want to say that healings cannot take place in the midst of bitterness. The call for healing is a ruse. Because according to, looking at what is happening, salt is still being poured on the open wound. In the midst of this, how can healing take place? When people are still poking their hands, poking their fingers into the eyes of who's supposed to be healed. So that healing, that call for healings cannot hold water for now. Also, I want to comment on the NAS. I believe the National Assembly members, I heard that they kicked against why the president refused to assent to the bill that's supposed to have summoned the president as chief executive of state. Of course, there's no need crying over that because the National Assembly members, they have the power to override the president when the time comes, unless they want to just to play over it. If they mean what they say, they have the power to override the president. Maybe about 3 months or so, according to their, there is something there like that in the National Assembly's law. So there's no need talking about that to the public. Let them do the needful. And let the people confirm that they are not the rubber stamp National Assembly as people have been talking, please. And finally, I want to say that my brother Mayowa is never a lawyer. He cannot predict what will happen in the courts. He should not go as far as a sort of mocking the president. The Labour Party's presidential candidate will be. But the fact that the man has not fired, what the man has taken to court is just, a lot of things like that. It is not done. Let's not arrogate himself the powers of the court.
Okay.
He should also please stay at this level.
All right, Comrade
God
Massey.
bless my brother.
Thank you. God bless you too. Thank you for calling. Keep your calls coming and send your messages to 09073530044. Send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 09097054450. President Buhari says, I am eager to leave Aso Rock. You can find that in Daily Trust. I am eager to leave Aso Rock. We'll talk about that as well. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Lost that one too.
Barbara.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Aldo Noja. Good to have you.
Good morning, my regard to your family, my brother.
I got to see yours as well.
About of election violence, as I have been saying every time. See, INEC cause all this thing and then the election must cause all this type of rubbish. You see, if I'm contesting with you now as a prince, then I try I'm contesting with you. And I know say you are going to win me your polling station. I will send thugs to come and destroy that place. And if they are destroying that place, INEC is going to declare me winner instead of them to find out who sent the thugs to cancel my own voting. They will declare me as a winner. That's why you see the thug in Nigeria will continue. And then two people sending thugs. Let's say the government in the state, if they know say the party is not going to say that, you organize thugs. And then they will go and destroy election for where you don't have upper hand. And then if the policemen arrest those thugs, they are going to charge those thugs to court in that state. And then who upon the judge? And that's why you see they can't try thugs in the state. If to say that a law that if you arrest anybody committing violent law during the polling station, they will treat it as a state offense, bring it to federal capital for trial. If you don't do, then if there's a violence, that you find out which party send those thugs to cancel the election of those thugs. They don't do it. They only declare the person who is sent thugs. That's why the thug case continue. And then we thank God that the federal government have charged Momodu to court. Because the time when they released it, everybody was against the release. Hence, DSS have the get concrete evidence and they charge in the court. If you face anything, and then that's what we are advising the government. Anybody where commit offense is charged into court. Especially those people where police army arrest from a terrorist. Charge them to court. Then they cannot say you are working.
All right. Okay, thank you, Elder Noja. Appreciate
Nigeria, thank you.
God bless you too. Okay, more calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my prince. This is John from Suleja.
Good morning, John. Good to have you here.
Did I hear you say President Buhari get to leave office?
Yes.
What, I want to ask. I think he have, although he have been crying for to be a president of Nigeria, he have finally be a president. And then what is he leaving as a legacy? I want to know. He has succeeded in destroying the economy, finally pulling this country sectionally and a common manner of bad governance. Now he's eager to leave. And another one is coming and that ambition. This country is to be a president of Nigeria. And that always is their own vision. The way they want to, Nigeria is now torn by turn. And coming to that now, I heard yesterday somebody was saying, I have forgiven those who did not vote for me. Today he's saying again another thing, that they are healing and they are not that taking place. You see, two of them are just the same bed and flowing together. No vision, no mission. They just want to occupy things. And unfortunately for Nigerians, they don't want to have a leader that have vision, want to drive this seat to the promised land. Look at what is happening. You just read something in Abia State. I'm just picking the 10. Somebody is leaning with 10 and voting is, that's what I said yesterday. Why must INEC stop that? What is the want to tell us now? They are holding these things. More time, they come up with their own technicalities. You see, I wish that this man have a vision of Nigeria where we wanted to go than all these stories is coming up with it. Although he have already told us that he will leave Buhari legacy and somebody had it. So all this while I wanted to hear from him the kind of pretend he have for Nigeria.
Okay,
John. On television, others are going there to answer questions.
Thank you,
but they
John.
have been dodging it. Now he had it. Let us see what he
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's see more. Let's get to Leadership newspaper now. From Leadership, 68 days to hand over. Remove fuel subsidy before you go. U.S. government tells Buhari. Someone says, are you going to tell us what to do? 68 days to hand over. Remove fuel subsidy before you go. U.S. government tells Buhari. I will complete Lagos Red Line before May 29. Sanwo-Olu. I will complete Lagos Red Line, rather. I will complete Lagos Red Line before May 29. Sanwo-Olu. Diaspora task Plateau governor-elect on inclusive governance. Diaspora task Plateau governor-elect on inclusive governance. Tinubu Sanwo-Olu will ensure New Nigeria Progressive Lagos campaign DG. Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu will ensure New Nigeria and Progressive Lagos campaign DG. Kaduna Ashiru Cakes as ADC candidates accepts results. Kaduna Ashiru Cakes as ADC candidate accepts results. Moving on from there, 21 days after Atiku Obi filed petition against presidential election. Manipulation can't overturn our results in Abia, says OT. Manipulation can't overturn our results in Abia, says OT. Benue governor-elect says, I don't need First Lady to govern as experts explain why Matawale Omoagege Abubakar orders lost. The race for Senate President thickens. The race for Senate President thickens. There you have the headlines from Leadership newspaper. Bringing in callers now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Prince.
Good morning, Clement Zion Prince.
Thank you to Nigerians. So, Buhari says if you got to be Aso Rock. I'm very, very happy to even see him off the Aso Rock. Many Nigerians are anxious to see Buhari leave Aso Rock. And I hope that you will be living with all the issues of insecurity, the corruption that has bedeviled his government, the poor management of our resources, and all his vices associated with his government. I hope you will be living the presidency with all these problems, and these problems will come to an end. He promised to hand over a safe and secure Nigeria. He will be leaving very soon. And the issue of kidnapping is ongoing. I hope he will be living with poor economic management of our resources. Today, Nigeria is grounded to a halt economically. Nigerians are the news with the election that he conducted. It doesn't even matter to INEC again whether they are mired in disrepute. It is not their common name. Disrepute is the common name. And INEC that can conduct the election without record to the provisions of the Electoral Act, which says you must transmit the results of the units to the INEC beavers and to the INEC portal. And all these are done. The Electoral Act says it will be void. Such transmission will be void. But all the results collected and declared for the presidential election will without compliance with the Electoral Act. So where do we stand? We are standing on a foundation that is built on sand, and that is the foundation of the incoming government. Let us grapple with all these things, because that is what the Buhari has bequeathed to Nigeria. MSL is still talking of disbursing of billions of naira now to people, beneficiaries of the social program. And I hope at the end of the day, this government will publish the names of those who received this money, their bank accounts, and their phone numbers. These are the things that Buhari will be bequeathing. Let him please let me make that sort of. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for calling, Clementine Prince. Let's read a message from Innocent. Innocent says, now that the court comes into trial with the application by presidential candidates to be declared that Tinubu did not win the election as Yakubu declared, the world must sit up and watch out on judges and justice. The session should be open for the world to watch closely. We join Atiku to say that we are not fooled by the hypocrisy expressed by Tinubu after indoctrinating his admirers to snatch it and run with it. But that is the deal he made for the violence that happened in the election. Okay, I don't know that. How can a country make progress on foundation of hypocrisy and deceit? Even little children know it. The judge on radio claims that Peter Obi's case is watery. They are supporters of INEC denying petitioners access to election materials. Let this judge on radio call for substantive evidence to be brought to his house, or that he should be co-opted into the tribunal. Okay, leaving that. Anthony Witness, good morning. Let's hear you.
President Acho, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Anthony Witness. I just want to do very short. I heard you read that Mr. President said that he's ready to leave Aso Rock. Is that a statement that should call for celebration? Does he have option? I don't think he has option, so you don't need to announce it. It's a normal thing. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I'll bring in one last caller and we drop the anchors this morning. All right, 09073530044, 09087668888. Hello. Good morning.
My KGB they talk, please.
KGB, you have like 30 seconds.
We thank God we are now having judges, senior advocates in the platform.
KGB, will you leave that and respond to the
somebody like me
headlines?
can see Jack of all trades.
I don't think you're responding to the headlines, so I'll let you go. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Prince.
Good morning. Is this Suleiman?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Suleiman, welcome. Quickly, let's hear you.
Thank you so much. Let me just make my comment briefly. My Prince, you mean this issue of Abia State. You see, some are saying somebody is going with 10 local governments, some is going with 5 local governments, some are going with 1 local government. You see, what we know that this INEC, they are going with law. They have a law that is guiding them. You understand? We will never accept because of they have this 16 local government to declare the winner. It cannot happen. You can see what happened in Adamawa. It just remained 1 local government called, I think, Fofore, What they're bringing, that's what makes them to declare the election is inconclusive. So we can wait for the end because we believe that they are not doing it offhand. They are doing it based on what law said. I believe this is what the law said to ask them to do until when all local government are present before the election will be announced. Even I know that I'm not the INEC official, but I believe this is what the law asks them to do. They cannot announce election without bringing the whole local government. But if there is polling unit, I know there is some polling unit that there was cancellation. They cannot make that this thing will not go on. But
right,
as whole local government, so that's what makes them they have not declared the winner. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for calling. All right, let's close with this message. You didn't add your name, but I'll just read it. And you say, okay, Mickey, you say, it's a very bad to see our politicians calling for international community to come to their aid for nonsense and can't call for help in time of insecurity and hunger. It is a good one for Buhari to say he can't wait to leave office, but he must make sure he reforms his domain, that's the oil sector, before he goes back to Dora. Thank you very much, Mickey. And with Mickey's message, we drop the anchors on the program this morning. Thank you to every one of you who's been a part of the conversation. From Moses, Jerry, KGB, GB, Mayowa, IK, Dominion, Comrade Ulobasi, Elder, Noja John, Clement Zion, Prince, Innocent, Suleiman, Mickey, thank you all for being a part of the conversation. Udokama, where have you been? It's been quite a while since we heard from you. Please let us know that you're doing good. If you're in the city, also join the conversation. I missed your thoughts on the program for a while now. Let us know that you're doing good, all right? And we would have to wrap it up now. Thank you to you who sat back to listen. You know I call you MVP because there's no one like you. Without you, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing. Also, Prince Ike, another one we're checking on this morning. Prince Ike, let us know that you're doing good if you're in the city and can hear me, okay? We'll drop it now. Thank you. Sports on Eagles Wings comes on shortly. Right after that, at 9 o'clock, we would head on with Eagles Outlook.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
The vibe is